everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a review of A Wild Sheep Chase by Haruki Murakami. Technically this book is the third in what's called the Trilogy of the Rat, but the first and second book, they're The Winsing and Pinball 1973, I think. Those are not readily available in English. They're typically only used by students studying English in Japan. And Dance 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 is considered a sequel because it follows the same unnamed narrator and a character called the Sheep Man, but for some reason it's not considered part of the trilogy, probably because the rat is not in it. As far as Murakami's style goes, he's considered fiction and literature, but we read Hyrule Wonderland and the End of the World in my sci-fi class. His writing is also considered magical realism. Which means that the magical elements of the plot are kind of treated as if they weren't magical at all. And another really important part of Murakami's style that's present in almost every single one of his novels is that none of his characters have names. None of them. In this book, the only character who gets a name is not even a person. It is a cat named Kipper. And he doesn't start out with a name. He only gets that name because the chauffeur says to the unnamed narrator that he's treating his cat like a fish. The basic synopsis is just that a nearly 30-year-old advertising agent publishes a picture of sheep in a field in an insurance company's newsletter, and then he is contacted by a man in a black suit who wants him to find one particular sheep in this picture. This sheep has weird horns and it has a star on its back, and there's something magical surrounding this sheep, but I don't want to give that away. I really liked the pacing of this book. It wasn't too fast so that things didn't seem to progress organically, but then it also wasn't so slow that I was just like, okay, move on now. I kind of want to discuss like some symbolism and major themes of the book. A lot of the characters experience significant change during the novel, whether that change is voluntary or put upon them. The places also change. The town of Junitaki Choi, or Hokkaido? Hokkaido? I don't even know. Sees a huge rise and then decline in population and prosperity. The narrator evaluates items and buildings by noting if they are pre-war or post-war. The identity of places, whether that be Japan as a whole or individual cities, their identity also changes drastically whether the time is pre or post-war. The narrator's girlfriend, who is also unnamed, she at one point notes that it seems like Japan is always at war. Though there's not a war going on and we don't see firsthand any wars in the book, war does seem to play a big part in forming identity. The sheep has the ability to enter a person's body and kind of influence their actions and things like that. And it seems that the sheep brings about a rise in power. According to legend recalled in the book, Genghis Khan had played host to the sheep. Those who had hosted the sheep and then the sheep leaves them, they feel a sense of worthlessness, or they've kind of outlived their usefulness, and those people can often go insane, or the sheep leaving their body could cause them to die. The sheep is a focal point in the book, obviously, it's called A Wild Sheep Chase. Sheep is a major figure in the book as it could symbolize change in power, change in situation, things like that. So the sheep has larger implications in the novel. But if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it, and if you have, then I hope that you also enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!